2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Staples Center downtown. And
hey, Kevin. Giroux.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Batum. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Now here's Jackson. Leonard inside, defended by Middleton.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
Outside Holiday. No good. Shot missing. And the Clippers will come the other way.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
When you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Jrue Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on. Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Antetokounmpo, defended by Batum. Just 3 to shoot. The turnaround. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Middleton. Paul George unable to get his shot to go.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Fast break, Milwaukee. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Misses the 3.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Holiday with the block.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Jrue Holiday continuing hustle play.
Lets it go with the 3. And that one's good by Lopez.
I remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Now here is George. Outside Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Outside Holiday. And Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Batum. Lopez, no luck.
He loved to make him pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project him to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Kennard's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Marcus Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Beverley after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Beverley, the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverley. It's good from long range.
Well, there's some confidence right now in Patrick Beverley's game. He's got the green light, and that time took a little bit of a quick opportunity and nailed it.
Now here is Holiday. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Portis can't get it to go.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And Milwaukee has possession after the basket by Los Angeles. To the paint, stolen by Beverly. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Zubac kicks to Beverly. And another three for the Clippers.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Bounce pass, Holiday. And here's Middleton. Back to Holiday. Shot to stop the run. The offensive rebound.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 6. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Earlier on, we ran.
I think the underdog story, started when I was a kid. Always.
And great playing with the chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
They've got Kennard. Batuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man in at the 3 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Now, here's Tucker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Middleton. That's tipped. Here's Jackson. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
And Middleton kicks to Portis. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Reggie Jackson. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And that one's good from Connaughton.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. They've led by as much as 10.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton. Now here's Lopez. Got a piece of it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubac. Jackson has the open look. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Connaughton. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Connaughton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Jackson passes to George. From deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 7. On up the court. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Passes to Connaughton. Takes it from 10. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Count that one. Now just a 5-point Clipper lead.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Outside Jackson. The feed to Leonard. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Leonard did a good job to take a picture there, recognizing what was going on, read the defense, and then finds a soft spot in the mid-range.
Here's Forbes. A three-pointer, no good. Clippers leading by 7. Leonard attacking down low. Here's Ibaka. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Leonard dishes to George. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks trail by 7. DiVincenzo passes to Connaughton. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Left side, George. And the shot is good. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Connaughton. Now DiVincenzo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Giannis. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers. A skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Antetokounmpo. They get it back. Here's Lopez. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Left side, Leonard. And the officials call a traveling violation. One second left. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And Kenny, like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George doesn't show a whole lot of emotion. He lets the production speak for itself.
Maybe that's why George has handpicked Kawhi to team up with.
And that'll...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there at Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Leonard. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 9 points. Offensive rebound. The Clippers shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Jackson with the three. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Giannis against Batum. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Right side, Batum. DiVincenzo against George. And George with the stuff.
Sweet finish from Paul George there. I like to see him get up to the rim like that.
Bucks trail by 9. Holiday looking for an opening. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And good that time.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Leonard. There's the triple. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Not sure how he finds himself. It's so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Lopez. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Batum with the steal. Leonard inside, defended by DiVincenzo. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And Middleton kicks to Lopez. But they recover it. Fires the three. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 4 in the basket for Middleton.
A long shot for sure, but Middleton fully capable from that kind of range.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Morris, left side. An easy 2 points on the layup. Morris has got his first basket.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Outside Holiday. Floats one up. That shot missing.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Got that one up quick.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Holiday with the three, and another three for Milwaukee.
That's a beautiful shot there for Drew. Defenses have to account for Drew Holiday out there behind the arc.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the pass to Kennard. At the elbow, it's Cousins. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Kennard's got 7 points.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Ibaka. Rajon Rondo is out there with Kennard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Outside Holiday. You can't get that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Rondo finds Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Lays it up off the glass. Leonard's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside and starting to take charge.
And here is Los Angeles now. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
And think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
In the corner, Kennard with it. The Clippers keep it alive. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Bucks trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here now, the Clippers. They've got an 8-0 run. Ibaka looking for an opening. Takes a 3. The rebound by Middleton. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Outside Rondo. Pass to man. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Rondo. For 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's DiVincenzo. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Clippers leading by 14. Pass to man. Outside Rondo. Here's Ibaka. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. All by himself. Here's Tucker. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Tucker's got his first bucket in this one. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Rondo against Holiday. Rondo passes to Kennard. And stolen by DiVincenzo. It's tipped. Rondo with the steal. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Both teams will make substitutions. Giannis inside. Leonard's there. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth. Ibaka outside. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of it. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Clippers.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
A very solid win indeed, and when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Leonard.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Leonard, the bounce pass, just 5 on the clock. Oh, Leonard in position.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome to 2K Sports. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Ibaka, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the 4 slot. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Now here's Dinwiddie. Here's Harden on the wing. Green deciding where to go with it. Lobs it up for Jordan. Stolen by Beverly. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Up again, and Leonard stays with it.
Kawhi, a double-digit rebounder in college. Scouts knew that would be a transferable skill of his.
Harden against George. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job.
Look at that.
Nice. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
We played just over a minute here in the first. George against Harden. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They get a hand on it. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
George against Harden. George looking around. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball. Unloads. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Dinwiddie. Harden's got his second basket.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
So the wing on the left. Beverly wide open. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Harden the pass to Dinwiddie. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brooklyn leading by 3. Dinwiddie dishes to Jordan. Dinwiddie attacking, and the layup falls. Dinwiddie's got 5 points so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Passes it to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Just 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Beverly against Irving. Pass to Claxton. Left side, Griffin. Brown outside. And the rejection by Cousins.
He is so reliable. DeMarcus making a play and making it look easy.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Claxton the pass to Griffin. Out to Harris. Fires, high post, and good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Inside, Leonard. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Irving passes to Claxton. Griffin kicks to Irving. Fires from the line. Rebound by the Clippers.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down. He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it.
Irving against Beverly. And here's Irving. Pass to Griffin. A second chance effort, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Clippers on top. They're up by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the 2nd round a few years ago.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the 2nd quarter. So for Brooklyn now, Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Durant, the pass to Claxton. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Gets a very good look and converts. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
And the Nets making a change here. Griffin's checked in.
Nice job by Griffin on the pick and roll. Great hands and great finish.
Clippers leading by 4. Jackson looking around. Dishes it to Morris. Back to Jackson. Morris outside. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Irving with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now the feed to Griffin. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. Beverly against Irving. The pass to Kennard. Now Ibaka. Griffin with the steal. Harris kicks to Irving. Tries from 7.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverly is a great shot blocker.
Outside Irving. No good on the shot, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this area.
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Count the bucket, and he's got and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Harden's shot is good.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
Outside, George kicks it to Morris. Wide open look. Rebound by Jeff Green.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And then Durant with the jam.
It looks like a toy hoop for him. KD throws down with ease.
Jackson against Dinwiddie. And George now top of the key. Leonard with no one around. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got 14 points.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Dinwiddie dishes to Jordan. Stolen by Zubac. And here we go again. The Clippers on the break. Great tee that time from Green.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Dinwiddie right side. It's Harden with the drive. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes it to Leonard. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. He gets it in there. And so it's Los Angeles with a... Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 14 points. And
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Harden against George. 6 to shoot. We have a step back. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
Dinwiddie passes to Harden. Over in the corner, Green. To the middle. Here's Jordan. Nets passing it around. Harden against George. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from James Harden. Dinwiddie against Beverly. Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Dinwiddie outside. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Harris is checked in for Durant. Bruce Brown comes in for James Harden. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Irving against Beverly from 13. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his fourth foul of the contest. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Green. Pass to Batum to the left wing. Shoots a fader. The shot will not fall. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Irving for three. And again, it's the Nets missing.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Now George. He's got 8. From deep. And it's Irving with the rebound.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Harris kicks to Griffin. Harris looking it over. And that'll be 2 free. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
He kicks to Harris. Back to Irving. Oh, Griffin in position, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
If I'm Blake Griffin, I'm telling my teammate, throw it higher. I'll go get it.
Beverly against Irving. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Beverly. That one, no good. Griffin with some nice D. Feeds to Brown. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. James Harden, he's checked in for Brown. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Jackson kicks to Zubats. It's Jackson with the drive and the dunk by Jackson.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson against Dinwiddie. On the wing, Harris. Outside Durant. The dish to Dinwiddie. Durant down low. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Durant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's just knowing where you are in the shot clock. Durant with a terrific bailout. The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
Harden way outside. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
We've got Brown. He's out there with Irving. Harris is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And on the way from Irving for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, someone has to stay with Kyrie on the pick and roll. He's too good of a scorer.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to man. Jackson down low. He's covered by Irving.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
A 3-ball. It's the 3-point bomb. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Now the pass to man. Goes back up. Here's Zubac. Jackson has the open look. Goes up with it again. And good from Zubac with a sweet move.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Irving against Jackson. Irving kicks to Griffin. Passes it to Irving. To the inside. Griffin finds Brown. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 6. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's Beverly. Up top, Leonard. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Clock at 6. Ibaka. This is to George. For the 3. It's rebounded by Durant. And so they foul intentionally. Nets trail by 6. And here's Harden. He dishes it to Durant. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
That's what he does. Put the ball in KD's hands, and he'll deliver.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Harden against George. Back to Beverly. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the Clippers miss again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Left side, KD. And that one goes long. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. From 12 feet out. Bucket is good.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
With it. Dinwiddie drives in. And the basket is good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Outside, George. Harden with the defensive effort. Brooklyn with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
George against Harden. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden against George. It's Harden with the drive. The kick out to Irving. 5 to shoot to take the lead. Off target from downtown. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Harden, no good. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. First. Thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We got DeAndre Jordan. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Holiday looking for an opening. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. And a miss there on the triple. And here are the Nets. Harden with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Harris's shot is off. Holiday. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick and roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. Harden outside. Lobs it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Harden against Holiday. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Lopez with the ball. The Bucks working the ball around. Middleton finds Giannis. Back to Middleton. Fires the 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Brooklyn with the ball. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Outside Irving. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside Holiday. Lopez dishes to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it down to Middleton. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. That gives them the lead.
And it's hard not to commend the calm nature and demeanor of the Greek Freak. I mean, even in pressure situations, Antetokounmpo never seems to get outside of himself or never seems to give in to what the defense is trying to do to disrupt him.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
DiVincenzo against Irving. DiVincenzo the bounce pass. Middleton outside. Over Harris. Middleton can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Antetokounmpo against Harden. Plenty of space. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Poked loose and stolen by Jordan. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
You know what the result's going to be when Durant makes a move to the bucket like that. Just a matter of how hard is he going to throw it down.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. Feeds it to Brown. Knocked loose. One-on-one fast break. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Griffin with the ball.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Outside Teague. Pass to Portis. 3 seconds left. And it doesn't even draw iron. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Nets. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was asked about his goal.
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Irving kicks to Green. Puts it up. Irving can't hit. The Bucks trail. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And there's the pass to Forbes. No good from outside. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Claxton the pass to Irving. Out left to the wing. Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Tucker. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Back to Tucker. Bucks passing it around. And that one is good. Portis has got 6 points.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Back to Irving. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Portis finds Tucker. Now here's DiVincenzo. Covered by Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Inside and stolen by Portis. Here's Connaughton. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Dinwiddie attacking. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Here's Portis, and the Bucks miss again. Nets leading by 3. On the wing, Irving. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the middle. He's looking for Tucker and finds him. Now the Bucks moving it up. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Connaughton passes to DiVincenzo. Pass to Portis. They could use a bucket, and that one, good. Portis has got 6 in the quarter. For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Brown outside. And the three off target.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Portis can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Left side Irving. The 6-footer's good. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
DiVincenzo passes to Forbes. 11 seconds left in the first half. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. Brown finds Green. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And a close game so far through the first. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. And as great as James Harden. And that'll do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Irving, and it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. To the paint, Durant with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Irving. Finished off the break. Irving's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Nets.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Durant's running, lets the 3 fly, and Irving gets it to go on the assist from KD. And now an 8-point Nets lead. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on James Harden.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
Nets leading by 6. Pass to Jordan. On the wing, Harris. Antetokounmpo defending. Harden against Holiday. 5 on the clock. Giannis with it. And here is DiVincenzo. There's the feed to Lopez. And stolen by Jordan. Durant, the pass to Harris. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Durant, the pass to Harden. Lobs it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but
quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
And Jordan gets it to go.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's Yacht, and Durant sends it back.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Harris finds Harden. Outside, KD. Jordan trying to free himself up, and Kevin Durant good for 3. Durant's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets. Outside Holiday. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Offensive rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here's Harden for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Middleton outside. Goes up on the wing, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Middleton's jump shot so pure. I mean, he's a dynamic scorer who's outstanding shooting the basketball.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Durant deciding where to go with it. Clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. From deep, Harden. The shot, no good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Chris Middleton. PJ Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Portis, the Bucks need to get a shot off here. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets working the ball around now. Dinwiddie dishes to Griffin. Portis against Brown. Oh, Griffin in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Bucks trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They get the rebound. Portis, the pass to Middleton. Here's Tucker. Portis trying to free himself. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Griffin with it. Picked up by Portis. Down low. Here's Claxton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for PJ Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And then for Brooklyn, Joe Harris is checked in for Griffin. Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Nets leading by 12. It's thrown by to Kumbo. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's DiVincenzo. Lopez, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Green finds Harris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Harris has got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
You know, most think of him as a deep shooter, and that's accurate, but Harris is also not shy about doing damage closer to the rim.
The kick out to Lopez, back to Holiday, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Durant subbed in for Jeff Green. Harris passes to Harden. Beyond the arc. Harris inside. Defended by DiVincenzo. And on the way from Irving for three. They grab their own miss. The wide open look for Durant. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Durant's shot is in the air before the defense even tracks the pass. I mean, he's 2 steps ahead of him, and that, folks, is a combination of awareness and speed. Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Harris kicks to KD. There's the three. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Boy, when you got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Nets.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeAndre Jordan.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
On the wing, Harris. Back to Irving. Three-pointer. Jordan trying to free himself up. And it's the Bucks ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Another shot. Now here's Lopez. He gets that one.
And what about the composure of Lopez? Fantastic.
Now here's Harden. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's... Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's the NBA on 2K. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Holiday the pass to Giannis. Well, great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Lopez, no luck.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Jackson kicks to George. 3-pointer. Jackson passes to Batum. George, that's a 2-pointer. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Jackson looking it over. No good on the triple. On offense here, the Bucks. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Drains the 3-pointer. Middleton's got 5 points so far.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Outside for Batum. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
For 3, Middleton, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Here's Leonard. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Holiday finds Middleton. 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And Antetokounmpo trying to get open as Lopez. Antetokounmpo, no good. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Holiday, no one around him. Off target with his 3. Clippers trail by 4. Here's George. And then George with the jam.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Forbes dishes to Tucker. Passes to Connaughton. Middleton up top. Pulls it up. And the Bucks miss again.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's George. Zubats. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Middleton against George. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Here's the Clippers. They're rolling here with a 9-point run from past the arc. Hands it from downtown. George has got 6.
Well, we knew that Paul George was a long-limbed, exceptional defender coming out of Fresno. His offense, though, has been impressive from the time he has stepped between the lines on the NBA level.
Pass to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. No good from Connaughton. Los Angeles leading by 4. George finds Rondo. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Kennard on the wing. No good on the 3. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton leading the charge. Here's Connaughton. No points in the game yet for him. They get it back. Tucker. And it's blocked by Ibaka. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's man in at the 3 slot.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for Jackson. Holiday against Beverly. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Holiday against Beverly. Pass to man. 6 on the shot clock. Kennard on the wing. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Tries again. And it's Ibaka with the bucket inside. Ibaka's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. The pass to DiVincenzo. Inside, here's Antetokounmpo. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Giannis has got his first points in this one.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Bucks trail by 3. Now here is Holiday. Here's Lopez. He can't get that one to fall. The Clippers go the other way with it. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kennard for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Lopez against Ibaka. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got his second bucket.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Kennard on the wing. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. So they take the lead. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Well, Lopez so comfortable down inside. This is where he makes his living, Kevin.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Kennard. Here's Ibaka. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And the rejection by Giannis. It's stolen by Morris. To end the cold streak, and Ibaka slams it in.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Middleton the pass to Portis. Shot clock at 5. It's deflected. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And that one's good. Leonard.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Bucks trail by 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Middleton outside. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, that's a superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Jackson from long range. Oh, he nails it just. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo is out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Holiday dishes to Giannis. Outside Holiday. Passes it to DiVincenzo. And the shot is long. Los Angeles leading by 6. Jackson kicks to George. Great look, but off the mark. The Bucks shooting well. They're at 45%. There's the lob to the hoop.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo has evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Outside for Batum. Pass to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Leonard with no one around. And it's off the back rim. No good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Los Angeles. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. To the middle, stolen by Middleton. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. Bucks trail by 4. Outside Holiday. And Giannis hits it to go on the assist by Holiday. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Jackson kicks to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Outside Holiday. That shot misses. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's George. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Holiday looking over the floor. Kicks it to Tucker. From 11 feet away, Holiday with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 3. George passes to Jackson. Leonard dishes to Batum. Leonard against Middleton. Outside for Batum. Back to Leonard. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Leonard's got 11 points.
Kawhi Leonard from the restricted area. Turn the lights out.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. fires from deep. The Clippers grab the miss. Up top, Cousins. Defended by Portis. Now George. 11 points in the game. Outside Leonard. The tray. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Here's Portis. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
If you don't put a body on Tucker, he will find a way to burn you on the offensive glass.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. From deep three-point range, that shot off. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Drew Holiday taking 2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Morris kicks to Kennard. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Tucker with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Portis.
You know, that an area where Tucker continues to improve, making the extra pass.
Holiday against Beverly. Morris looking over the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Kennard's shot is off.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Middleton outside. Outside Holiday. Back to Middleton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Beverly with the ball. In the corner, Kennard with it. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Beverly. To the paint. Great D that time from Portis.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And here is DiVincenzo. Giannis inside. Working on Zubats. Antetokounmpo, no good. Here's George. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Bucks passing it around. Knocks it loose to the inside. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to Lopez. He kicks it to Giannis. 4 on the clock and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day. And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position. Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
The first free throw is good.
Well, to me, Paul George exemplifies what a leader should be. This guy does not look for his personal stats. He just wants to make the guys around him better. You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
And it's Leonard missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping, the fast break chance. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Outside Holiday. On deep. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. Yes!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
George passes to Jackson. Now, here is George. Back to Jackson. Launches a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. And it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
I tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked. Confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Here's DiVincenzo. So the Clippers with the win. A truly, David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. The bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door. So the next starting five. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the one. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Lobs it up for Jordan. It's stolen by Ibaka. George with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Harden against George. Now Harden. Durant with a wide open look. Kept alive. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Harden. Nailed from three-point land.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
George passes to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The pass to George. Clock at 6. Inside, Batum. Brooklyn with the rebound. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Puts up a three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. 4-point game. Kicks to Leonard. And Durant sends it back.
You forget, Durant has the reach of a center. He can provide rim protection.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
What strength by DeAndre. Really love seeing him sky up for the thunderous slam.
Outside, George gets the three-pointer to fall.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Harden dishes to Harris. Pass to Durant. He kicks to Jordan. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Jordan's got his second basket of the game.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Here's Batum. Shot from 16. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific.
I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Batum, good.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Dinwiddie, the bounce pass. George against Harden. Durant attacking, and then Durant with the jam.
With his long strides, Durant can gather at the three-point line and still get all the way to the rim.
Here's George. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Jordan. Brooklyn leading by 5. Jordan with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Harris. Makes it off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
George dishes to Ibaka. Back to George. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruise. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Brown. He's out there with Kyrie Irving. Green is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. Irving passes to Brown. Back to Irving. Oh, Griffin in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Blake took off like a rocket on that alley-oop. Woo!
Beverly against Irving. Now here's Beverly. Not a lot of room. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Now here's Irving. Passes it to Claxton. Stolen by Beverly. Jumps up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Tough to question Beverly's commitment on the court. He knows how to turn defense into offense.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him. Exploding to the rim. Luke Kennard slams it in. This offensive energy is a difference maker.
Irving against Beverly. Oh, Griffin in position. No good on that one.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Irving with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Griffin's shot is off. And here's Los Angeles. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Man passes to Zubac. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Irving surveying the floor. To the paint. Griffin kicks to Irving. Over Beverly. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got his first 2 points.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
Beverly against Irving. Beverly, the pass to Kennard. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. And a lot of contact on that one. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Leonard kicks to George. From the arc. The shot comes out, and it's the Nets taking it the other way. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, a shot by Harden, wide open. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Nobody near Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. Leonard's got 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Dinwiddie against Jackson. Dinwiddie passes to Durant. And he makes that one. And the Nets lead by 3.
Attacking the heart of the defense, Durant on the finishing end of a smart play design.
Stolen by Harden. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the Nets making a change here. Harris is checked in.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The burst of Jackson makes him a hard guy to stick with and difficult not to foul him.
And the first one at the line is good. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. That one is no good.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. And the Nets miss again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, what's your view? And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
They've got Jackson. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Pass to Harris. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And there's the pass to Harden. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Leonard. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Pass to Harden. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's KD, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 6 points for him.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. A nice shot by George.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Dinwiddie kicks to Harden. Back to Dinwiddie. The dish to KD. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
George, no good.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Harris looking it over. Back to Durant. This one for 3. Durant with another miss. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Durant against George. Durant down low. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Jackson down low. Dinwiddie covering. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Irving dishes to Griffin. The kick out to Irving. No good with the triple. Clippers trail by 4. Kennard's shot is off.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Now here is Irving. He's tightly guarded. 6 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Griffin finds Irving. Puts one up from 19. And Griffin stays with it.
An underrated aspect of Griffin's game. His tremendous instincts on the glass.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Kennard. Jacks up a 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Brooklyn leading by 6. Irving passes to Green. Back to Irving. Right side, Griffin. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Irving. The 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Kennard for three. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown. And it's Green. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's KD in at the 4 slot.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the Clippers call time here. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. And that one drops.
This is what Leonard gives you. Reliable, productive, turns out positive plays.
And here is Irving. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Kennard on the wing. Buried from 15 feet out.
Extremely fluid on the offensive end. Kennard can score in just about any situation.
Outside Irving. Oh, Griffin in position.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Irving against Beverly. The pass to Leonard. Good, nice job down low.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Irving dishes to Griffin. Outside, Green. Kicks to Irving. Shot clock at 6. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 10. Outside Leonard. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Irving kicks to Green. Pass to Brown. Oh, Griffin in position.
I love that shot. He can make that consistently. Keep going to him. Keep feeding Blake Griffin.
The Clippers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Now Irving. From outside the arc. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. For the Clippers, Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Zubac. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And George, here we go.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Dinwiddie outside. Outside Jordan. He dishes it to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped a pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. The shot by George, no good. The Nets have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harden surveying the D. KD on the wing. The feed to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
No problems knocking that one down.
Showing off his range. Wow, Paul George can hurt you from anywhere on the floor.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Leonard. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn has possession. Durant, the pass to Harris. Out to KD. Dishes to Harden. Launches it. The second chance effort. No good. So it's the Nets picking up the win. This was a very... All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Nets, We've got DeAndre Jordan. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. Now here's Harden. Down low. Out to Harris. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Clock at 6. Harden the pass to Jordan. That one goes. Count it. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Lopez finds Giannis. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Durant, and KD throws it down.
You know what the result's going to be when Durant makes a move to the bucket like that. Just a matter of how hard is he going to throw it down.
Holiday against Harden. Now DiVincenzo. The kick out to Holiday. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Well, I like how Antetokounmpo takes his time on these shots. No rush. Measures what he wants. That mid-range game, Jay, of his, really starting to get better.
Now, here is Harden. And here is KD. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Harden against Holiday. Kicks it down to Middleton. Pass to Giannis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Giannis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And here's Holiday following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Rebounded by the Nets. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. The three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 3. To the middle. Harden draws the double. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Lobs it up for Jordan. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Dinwiddie covering. At the elbow, it's Harris. Back to Jordan.
And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks, trailing by 5. And the pass to Giannis. High, arcing shot. They get it again. He feeds it to Lopez. Middleton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Nets leading by 5. Harris inside the line. Taken away by Holiday. To the paint. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Giannis against Durant. Pops it up for Jordan.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. A floater, and Jordan sends it back. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nets out in front, up by 5. And recently, on the subject of trash talking,
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Holiday in at the point guard. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here is Forbes. Passes it to Connaughton. Here's Portis. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way on the wing. Brown. Irving for three. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Well, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
And Holiday kicks to Portis. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Outside Irving from downtown. It's rebounded by Portis.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Connaughton. Portis, the pass to Forbes. Good on the triple.
Like the assertiveness, and that comes from having the green light to shoot off the pass. And Forbes, one of the very best shooters off the pass or dribble.
Now here's Irving. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the left side wing. Griffin kicks to Irving. Oh, Griffin in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
Holiday, the pass to Forbes. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Portis with it. Picked up by Brown. Here's Forbes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Irving. Over Holiday. Irving misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Takes the three. It's hauled in by Brown. Brooklyn leading by 4. Pass to Irving. The three. His fourth shot. His fourth miss. Still looking for his touch tonight.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Connaughton passes to Tucker. Here's Portis. The putback, and no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Brown dishes to Irving. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
You know, Irving is deadly from mid-range and really embraces that shot. He doesn't shy away from it. And I think he can give opponents a lot of problems because of it.
Here's Connaughton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The kick out to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Back to Tucker. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And stolen by Irving. Oh, Griffin in position. Outside Irving. Pass to Brown. The kick out to Irving. Shoots the three. Let's keep it alive. Brown outside. Another shot. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Brown. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside Holiday. And again, the Bucks miss. Brown outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so, thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to... And that does it for our halftime.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been quite a game so far for DeAndre Jordan.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the two-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Now here is Harris following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lobbed up there for Lopez.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Harden left side. 6 to shoot. And there's the feed to Jordan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, Jordan's size is part of the reason why he draws as many fouls as he does. They just have a tough time getting through his body without fouling it.
And so Jordan nails both of them. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. 8-point game. From deep three-point range, Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Durant. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Giannis passes to Lopez. Giannis inside. Guarded by Harden. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Harden outside. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and it's Haiti with the assist. Harden's got his first 3 points of the game.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
From deep, Giannis. Rebounded by the Nets. Harris with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Out to Harris. Shoots from the corner. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. His shot by Middleton. Wide open. Giannis on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
Hey, offensive rebound. Positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
Now here is Harris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Durant with a wide open look. It's an open look and hits.
You know, you think back to his Achilles in the 2019 finals, that injury. Great to see Durant back in action. He's one of the best scorers ever. In my book, top 5 for sure.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Lopez. Middleton for 3. The rebound by KD.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Fires for 3. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Bucks trail by 9. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice D from Durant.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Harden the pass to Durant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, you look at Durant's numbers, 50, 40, 90. He's made that club multiple times. One of the few players to accomplish that. And he seems to threaten those numbers virtually every year.
And some changes here for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here is Forbes. From deep. The shot, no good. Irving dishes to KD. Here's the pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Middleton leading the charge. And again, the Bucks miss. Nets leading by 11. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And the layup's good off the glass. Giannis has got 4 this quarter.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets lead by 11. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Bucks, Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 spot. And Green launches it from deep. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks trail by 11. Outside Holiday. Passes to DiVincenzo. He can't get it to go. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
From deep, Green buries it from 3-point range. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Irving against Portis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Bucks trail by 14. Here's DiVincenzo over Claxton. Keeps it alive and staying with the play, Middleton.
Boy, I tell you what, Middleton getting his hands dirty inside on the glass. We know he can shoot it from outside, but inside points are bonus.
Irving passes to Claxton. Back to Irving. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
It's stolen by Brown. Griffin dishes to Brown. Pass to Claxton. On the wing, Irving. Offline with his three.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Holiday finds Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Tucker's got his first points of the game.
Using that strong upper body, Tucker can definitely play through contact.
Irving looking for an opening. Pass to Claxton. The kick out to Irving. Drills it from outside. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Portis. Back to Harden. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Middleton for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Middleton's got it back down to single digits for the Bucks. Harden kicks to Jordan. On the wing, Harris. Dinwiddie outside. Kicks it out to Harden. Fires the 3. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Holiday with the 3. But they get it back. Kicks it down to Middleton. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. They've led by as many as 14 points. Harden with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Harden's shot is good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Another miss by Middleton.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Connects from three-point range. Harris has got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.